Howdy, beautiful friends of the YouTube channel. Remember how we just got this thing running and doing a donut for the first time ever last week? Well, it's time to tear it all apart because it's turbo time. Now, I told you I was gonna run this thing NA, but I was like, why would I do that when I have a bunch of stuff for a turbo over there? Now, I know what you're thinking. We're not here to make smart decisions. We're here to make fun decisions, and that's what we're doing. So over here and on its way is everything I need to turbo the 07K in the E30. We have our turbo manifold, we have our turbo, we're getting a different turbo from Arashi. We need a reverse rotation turbo, I'll explain later. Oil cooler, lines, AN lines, fittings, coolant ball, thermostatic oil freaking thing for the oil cooler. Need to put a bung in the freaking oil pan, wastegate, intercooler, blow off valve, all on their way. It's turbo time. We're gonna start tearing this thing apart. I need to take off the intake manifold and everything so I can get to the oil filter housing so we can start to route the lines for the oil filter, like plate, thermostatic switch, or whatever the hell you wanna call it for the oil cooler. So let's get to it. So we can start by unclipping these injectors. Should be really easy, maybe. This one doesn't wanna unclip. Unclip. Oh, it sucks when your hands are cold. It just hurts more. There we go, move that out of the way. I suspect fuel will be all over the place, but that's okay. Ouch, mother fudger. Now we can pop this injector rail out, get fuel on our hands, awesome. Why is my car moving? Cool, awesome. Now we can start to zip this intake manifold off, easy peasy. Please don't drop this one. Yes. Same with this one over here. Don't drop. Don't drop. Nice. Bolt or unbuckle or whatever this throttle body. And boom. Okay, nice. Now we got access to the oil filter housing. So what we're installing is an oil cooler. Now this is like a thermostatic oil like sandwich plate or whatever. Basically it's an adapter and adapts onto the oil filter housing. And then this will send oil down these two lines that are down here. Run this over to the oil cooler and it'll cool it kind of like a radiator would. Run it back. This is kind of really important when you have a turbo system. More power, more heat. And if you don't have a way to cool that down, things go kaboom. So we need this. Now I'm just gonna chill it over here for right now because I wanna wait till I like try to figure out a mounting place for it until I get the oil cooler, or I mean intercooler, because the intercooler will go somewhere in here. And then we also have to have like our charge pipes. So I wanna figure out first how we're gonna route that before we route our oil cooler. But this just happened to show up first and I just kind of wanted to test, see what it's gonna look like. Now the other important part of a turbo system is fuel. These are stock 07K injectors. Those ain't gonna work. So the homeboys over at ECS Tuning sent me over some 550cc Bosch injectors. All right, cheers. So we're gonna put those on the stock injector rail. And you might be wondering, oh, 550cc is pretty small. And it is kind of small, but the plan is we're just gonna run boost on wastegate spring. So 5 to 7 PSI. We're only looking for about 250 wheel, maybe 300. And then we can turn it up later if we really want to, but we'd have to get new injectors. So that'll prevent me from doing that and putting too much power beyond my skill, if that makes sense. So I'm purposefully limiting myself, if that makes sense. Shout out the boys and ladies over at ECS Tuning. So let's get these injectors on this fuel rail. All right, so our intercooler showed up in the mail. Now, this is just an eBay cheapy whatever, but I measured it out so it fit right in between the core support on the E30. And then this way, we're going to just run the 3-inch pipe up through. Same thing over here, just gonna run up through. And this one already has an existing hole, so that's cool. And then my brother showed up, he's gonna help me weld. So we're gonna weld and work on getting the intercooler mounted. And then hopefully my Chinesium aluminum pipes show up sometime this week. And then we can get the intercooler piping all done and figure it out from there. So we're working on mounting up the muffler here, and we're just gonna take this and a straight piece that my brother is currently cutting over there. And then we're just gonna mount it straight up, and then it should run straight, and then we'll do like a little angle and then get it up to the engine bay. And then I'll have to wait till the turbo gets here and all that stuff to make the downpipe, but at least we'll have that done, and then we can work off from there. All right, so Ryan made some intercooler mounts. We got one over here, and then down here we got two welded to the core support. And then these are just like, this is literally just vacuum line that works as like a little rubber insulator. I don't know, it was his idea. And I was like, that's really smart. Never would have thought of that. Behind here, there's an oil cooler. It's not mounted yet or anything, but I just wanted to make sure it fit. We kind of decided that this would be the best way to go because air is going to be flowing through all three of these things. Radiator, oil cooler, intercooler, air this way, or if I have a polar fan, that way. Now, as far as the intercooler piping goes, I'm gonna have to cut these like on the frame rail here. I'm just gonna have to slice them flush because they'll run into the pipe. But for the charge pipes, we're gonna go here and then up through here. And then on this side, we're gonna go through here and then up through this existing, and then wherever the turbo is. And then back here, we have my muffler hanging, and he is working on some sort of exhaust situation, using some big brain, powers, but it'd go all the way up to the engine bay. This is pretty good. This is 3-inch stainless, so she should be pretty rowdy. I don't know. Back into one muffler. Right now he's trying to figure out how in the world he's gonna connect this straight pipe to that straight pipe. So we'll see what he comes up with. It's been a few days and the intercooler piping showed up. I got a drill and I got a hole saw. So it's time to freaking saw a hole into my car so that the intercooler piping fits. So I don't really know exactly where I want to do this, but we'll find out. Let's get to it. Now the goal is going to be to try to match it up so it looks somewhat symmetrical, but really, truthfully, I don't really care too much as long as the pipe fits through it. So maybe you guys will be up in arms about it, but I'm just gonna start drilling holes, baby. I already know exactly what you're typing is exactly what I've already said to myself. Didn't do a good job at that. I screwed that up. Listen, I know I started to cut there and then realized I was cutting into the frame rail and then cut there. It's fine. A little bit of paint, nobody will know besides you and me and a couple thousand people on the internet too. That's fine. Idiot. But whoops. Now it'd be really cool if I could afford somebody to do some like really nice TIG welds and stuff like that, but I just can't right now. So off of eBay, I just got some cheap freaking aluminum piping with a bunch of different silicone whatnots. So we're gonna try to make something happen with this until I can afford somebody to TIG up some nice charge pipes. But for now, I can't. So we're gonna do it the best way that I can. We're gonna try, that's all that matters. What am I doing? This is bad. All right, so first up we got this 90 here, which is going to go on the intake side. I have it kind of like a line, and then it's gonna go down into the hole. So we're gonna, a really accurate measurement here. So let's see, let's try to cut this straight as possible. It's probably not gonna be straight, but that's okay. I wish I had a bandsaw, that'd be really nice. So it could be straight, but I don't have one, so. Yay! Now the real question is, do I need to go any shorter? That is to be determined. I wonder if it would have been better to use the 45 instead of the 90. I mean, it fits, just, it kind of goes like this and then curves back. See what I'm saying? It kind of goes like this, and then it curves back that way a little bit. Bet I could shorten this up, and then we could have like a really short 90 right here. I wonder if that'll work. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before, so this could turn out really good or it could turn out really bad. I'm not sure. Let's see. This just needs to go from here. Does that work? I mean, everything's connected, right? I don't know. What do we think? I could shorten this one maybe by an inch. So we'll shorten this one. Otherwise, dude, I'll take that. That's good. So yesterday we got all of the intercooler piping on, so off the intake manifold down through the hole I cut. Don't say anything about the extra hole. Down into a 90 elbow and then boom into the intercooler. This elbow right here could get like cut up, like this part of the intercooler, that pipe could get cut up, so this is kind of more level, kind of like how this looks on this side. And then we come off here and then boom into a 90 elbow and then up towards the turbo. Now I'm not entirely sure where the turbo placement's gonna be yet, so I'm gonna stop right there. But now I need to make sure everything else is gonna fit up like this. I don't need all of this. This is like, I don't even know what you wanna call this. This is what holds the grill on, basically. These little points right here hold the grill in. Really, that's all I need is this up here. So if I need to, I can cut like I can just cut this off. And we're gonna see if it fits. Okay, and it does not fit against the intercooler piping. So I'm just gonna cut here and over here. So we're gonna just cut this straight off. I don't need it, it's no biggie. I just need these mounting points for the grill. See ya. See ya. Now here's the question, will it fit? Yes. Now we're just gonna bolt her on up. I just kind of want to test fit everything, make this look like a car again. Look at that, dude. We got ourselves a gosh darn race car. Sick. Nice, dude. Dude, this is so sick. It looks like a car again. This serves no purpose other than to make me happy. I gotta take all this off anyway, but I just kind of wanted to see it back together again, dude. It's awesome. I'm so freaking pumped, man. Now I just need everything else to show up. But friggin' Mother Nature had other plans. We got this major storm in the United States, and I don't know when my turbo's gonna be here. Frickin' come on, FedEx man. Next thing I need to work on though is pulling everything off. I just wanted, I know this is stupid, I gotta pull it off right now, but I need to get back in there and then I need to move this radiator back because there's a little lip on the core support and I need to slice it and kind of make a room for the oil cooler in order to mount it in between the rad and the intercooler. I'll show you guys once I get to that point. So I'm gonna take everything back off and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so we have everything taken off the front end. We have the radiator squished back a little bit. This is what I was talking about, this little lip right here. I wanna mount the oil cooler right here where that lip is. So what I need to do is basically just cut it out. So that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna take the Dremel and then just kind of cut here, then cut across, and then we'll work on mounting the oil cooler. All right, oil cooler is mounted. Are those bolts with rib nuts by there or are those self-tappers? I don't know. That's a secret that only I can know. I'm just kidding, they are self-tappers, but it is temporary, maybe. I ordered some rib nuts and hopefully those show up before everything gets started. Alrighty, cool. I guess we'll just wait until the turbo gets here and finish up the exhaust, so. Unfortunately, that's gonna do it for this video. I wanted to get everything together, the turbo on, the injectors in, everything like that, all in one video. Unfortunately, Mother Nature had other plans with the storm and whatnot. My turbo is currently stuck in Tennessee. I don't know when it's going to show up. So that's kind of really holding back the process right now. So I'm gonna get this video up and then hopefully next week we can get the turbo and then you guys could be excited to see freaking 5-cylinder turbo noises out of the E30 because that's gonna be really sick. But some good freaking progress going down, baby. This thing looks absolutely menacing. I cannot wait. So I hope you guys are excited. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a comment, subscribe, do the things, and I'll catch you in the next one. The next one's gonna be a freaking banger, dude. I love you. Have a great day. Go do something sick. Goodbye.